Hi, my name is Lori Herman, and I just finished an extended 19-day water fast. My goal was 25 days, but I actually ended up just feeling at 19 days like I'd done enough. And I prepared my water fast by, for the last 3 months, I had been doing water fast 1 day a week. A couple times I had done it 2 days a week just to kind of get a feel of what it might be. I'd done master cleanses before and such for 4 and 10 days, but never just on water. And everybody's like, you just had water. And I'm like, yes, just water. No supplements, no food, nothing. And it was actually pretty easy to prepare for then because all you were doing was drinking water. You didn't have to mix up anything, and it was nice. Foods practitioner that is my teacher of Whole Foods has done 4 40-day water fasts. And actually at the end of one, he ran a, I believe, 25-mile marathon the next day by just having a glass of orange juice, and then he ran the marathon. It's surprising. What I noticed that was really surprising to me is when I was doing the 1 day water fast, the next day I felt like I had more energy because it just lets your body rest. And we're kind of built like machines. We need to be rebooted every once in a while. Somebody asked me how much water I drank during my water fast. I'm not sure. I was not keeping track. I know I drank more in the evening around dinner time. That would probably be about my most challenging time of the day. And a typical day when I'm not fasting, I have 16 8-ounce glasses of water. So that's quite a bit. But I've learned how important it is to actually make sure that we're cleansing the inside of our body as we would actually clean and shower on the outside. But I lost 14 pounds. I know that you're typically losing about a pound a day on this. Muscle mass, you're losing maybe 1 or 2 pounds total of muscle mass. It's really important to exercise during the fasting, so I was still doing my yoga, and normally I'll do like an hour and a half yoga practice, but I was just doing 1 hour, maybe 2 days a week. And then I was also doing an S Factor class, which you're climbing up poles and spinning around poles, and I would do about an hour of that and versus the 2 hours that normally we would do. One of the things that I noticed about day 5, and I did not do this to lose weight, I did it just to cleanse my body of all the toxins and chemicals that were in it, is I had some cellulite on my leg. And I noticed after about 5 days that that was gone. Shower, and I was on the phone, multitasking, seeing if their pasta was ready, and I put a piece of pasta in my mouth and I ate it, and I'm like, oh no, I just ate a piece of pasta. And my daughters are like, oh, are you gonna have to start all over? And I'm like, no, I'm not starting all over. So besides that one pasta noodle in 19 days, that was absolutely the only food that I had. When I do things like this, I'm a Libra, I want to do it by the book. And so yeah, I just, everybody's like, water is all you have. I won't tell anybody if you eat. And I'm like, no, I just had water. And your body really adjusts to it. And I had pretty much enough energy to sustain throughout the day. I would be more tired in the evening. And I had probably 2 days that were just really tired. You're supposed to be able to try and rest as much as possible when you're fasting because your body is going through so much changes and ridding of toxins and rebuilding some of the cells. But in a busy lifestyle, I'm a single mom of 2 daughters. I don't have a lot of downtime. Day 19, my last day that I fasted, you do bentonite clay, psyllium husk, and flaxseed alteration like every hour or so. So it was a nice day to be able to do that when I was just around the house here because you're mixing that up. And besides that, that was the only thing that you really had to buy or prepare for, which I found to be really easy. Big, huge things that I thought was fantastic is I had a knee injury, and I'm so happy to announce that on the 3rd day after I broke my fast, I was running and ran about 4 times further than I normally would have. About 30 days ago, I tried to run up the hill by my house, and within 10 minutes or so, my knee was locking up on me, and it's to the point where I can't even walk on it. Like, I got to get myself home. It's that. So that was one of the things that my practitioners taught, that instead of having hip replacements and knee replacements, people can do a water fast, and that will help rejuvenate the cells that are in your skin and body. And so I would really highly recommend trying a water fast before you go in and having a surgery. Noticed just in the few days, let's see, where I'm on Tuesday, this is the 4th day that I've been slowly gradually eating again. I feel like I have more energy, more sustained energy. Prior to my water fast, I'd be pretty tired. I'm on the go from probably 6 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night, and I notice normally around 6 o'clock dinner time I'm starting to fade out a little bit. Now I have plenty of energy. Day of my water fast. The reason why I'm doing this is because each and every one of us is born with around 260 different carcinogens, mercury, lead, chemicals, pesticides that we're born with, they found in our umbilical cord. Also, I was on meds for several years out of my lifetime, a couple of different surgeries, and I wanted to rid my body of all the chemicals that are in my system. So that is one of the reasons why I've wanted to do this. It's been on my mind for the last 8 months, and it's actually going really well. I have a lot of people that have been worried about me. I've lost 14 pounds. You're approximately losing about a pound a day, but it has been actually fairly easy. I've had 2 bad days where I just did not have any energy whatsoever. I actually also have a knee injury that I have from skiing up on Mammoth, and I am hoping that it's going to completely cure that. My cells are rebuilding right now and regenerating. And a couple weeks ago I had gone to the movies and it still hurts. I can tell when I go and sit for a couple hours at the movies, and it was bothering me 2 weeks ago. I went to the movies just last week, got up after a 2.5-hour J. Edgar Hoover movie that was great, and it did not hurt. And so I'm hoping I'm going to go walk Runyon this weekend sometime and see if it's actually all better. So I've had allergies for probably 25 years, and I'm hoping that's going to cure that as well. So there's a few different reasons why I'm doing this. One is to rid my body of all the chemicals that we're surrounded with daily. The scarf has chemicals in it, my clothes have chemicals, laundry detergent, bleach, our cleaning agents, all of our sofas, different carpets, wood cleaner, everything is surrounding us, and we're just absorbing all of that into our system. And so I'm wanting to clean. And a couple of other things that happens during the water fasts is that you're supposed to do some enemas or colonics. And I actually have done some enemas, and lo and behold, on the 13th day I passed about a 3 or 4 inch parasite that totally gave me the heebie-jeebies. It was clear. And on day 14 I passed a reddish brown parasite in about the same in length. The reason why the parasites have left my body is because they feed on toxins, and so as I'm ridding my body of all the toxins, parasites don't have anything to live on. So that is something wonderful that happened to me during this whole fasting process. And the other thing is my teacher, my Whole Foods practitioner, has taught that you're done with your fast when your tongue is completely pink. And mine has been white, and I keep looking at it in the mirror, and it's been white, it's been white, it's been white. On day 17 yesterday, I noticed that the pink color is coming back towards the tip of my tongue and working its way back. Your tongue, that white coating, you can't brush it off. I know I've heard my brother say, oh, the dentist says that you're supposed to brush that part. It's what's going on in the gut, and the different toxins and things build up, and so that's why you have the white coating on your tongue. So that is a great telltale sign for me. I've had, my knees feeling better, my tongue's turning pink again, and it's been really great to see some of those changes while I'm going through this whole process. When people say that they can't imagine just drinking water for any extended amount of period of time, I guess right now what comes to my mind is I can't imagine not doing a water fast because I feel so great. And I know that if you would try it for even just fasting for breakfast or fasting for lunch or water fasting for dinner, you would notice something. You would notice something the next day. What I noticed when I was just fasting for 1 day a week is that I would have more energy.